There are places on Earth that whisper ancient secrets into the winds, places that defy logic, that challenge everything we think we know about history, time, and civilization. High above the Incan capital of Cusco lies a mysterious fortress carved not by modern tools, not by machines, but by hands lost to time. In the thin air of the Peruvian Andes, nearly 12,000 feet above sea level, rests one of the greatest enigmas of the ancient world. Sacsayhuaman, pronounced Sacsayhuaman, is not just an ancient ruin. It is a puzzle etched in stone that has baffled explorers, archaeologists, engineers, and conspiracy theorists alike for generations. It's not just how it was built that raises eyebrows. It's why, by whom, and with what knowledge. Some say it was an Incan fortress. Others believe it's older, much older, and a few dare to suggest that it was never meant for humans at all. Let's rewind. Not 100 years, but 500. It's the 1530s. The Spanish conquistadors, under Francisco Pizarro, stormed through the heart of the Incan Empire. They see the grandeur of Cusco, gold, temples, pyramids, the likes of which they had never seen before. And then they look up the mountain. They see something that makes them stop in awe. A fortress towering above the city with walls so massive, so precisely engineered, that some among them believe it could not have been made by mere mortals. Pedro Sancho de la Hoz, a Spanish chronicler who witnessed these marvels firsthand, wrote, "The fortress surpasses the human imagination. In my opinion, it is the work of demons." Others believe the devil himself must have aided in its construction. Now let's talk about those walls. Not just stones, megaliths, some weighing over 125 tons. Taller than a man, wider than a truck, and yet they fit together perfectly like a 3D jigsaw puzzle, without mortar or cement. Not even a razor blade can slip between the gaps. How is that possible? These weren't bricks laid neatly by masons. These were gigantic, multi-angled blocks, carved, shaped, lifted, aligned, set, no cranes, no steel tools, no written plans. And they were placed in such a way that the walls zigzag in a lightning bolt shape, not straight. This design wasn't just aesthetic, it gave them earthquake resistance. Modern engineers admit, even today it would be incredibly difficult to replicate this without heavy machinery. Yet the Incas, or those who came before them, did it centuries ago. Could a society without the wheel, without iron tools, without modern mathematics, truly have achieved this? Some researchers say yes, that with time, manpower, and ingenuity, it's possible. But others aren't so sure. Ancient astronaut theorists propose something more controversial. What if Sacsayhuaman wasn't built by humans at all? They point to the same construction patterns at other megalithic sites, from Egypt to Easter Island, from Baalbek to Göbekli Tepe. Sites where colossal stones were shaped and stacked in ways that seem to transcend the capabilities of ancient humans. Is it a coincidence? Or is there a pattern? Could there have been a lost global civilization? Or even extraterrestrial intervention? Here's where things get more intriguing. The Inca, who were thriving when the Spanish arrived, never claimed to have built Sacsayhuaman. Instead, they spoke of giants, of sky gods, of beings who came before. They believed that the walls were the work of the gods, or Viracocha, the white-bearded creator deity who emerged from Lake Titicaca and brought civilization to the Andes. According to legend, Viracocha's followers were tall, pale-skinned beings with strange powers, not unlike the descriptions of sky visitors across other ancient cultures. Were they just myths, or were they distant memories of something real and forgotten? Beneath Sacsayhuaman are said to lie tunnels, vast subterranean chambers, unexplored, dangerous, and possibly sealed for centuries. Local stories tell of people who entered these tunnels and never came back. Some believe the tunnels stretch for miles beneath Cusco, possibly linking to other sacred sites, even to Machu Picchu. Others whisper of secret chambers, of hidden artifacts, of forbidden knowledge buried beneath the earth, just out of reach. Why does this site still defy explanation? Why do archaeologists argue about its true age? Why do some scientists insist it's only 500 years old, while others suggest it could be 10,000 years old, or even older? What secrets are hidden in the stones? What truths lie just beyond our reach? As we explore deeper into Sacsayhuaman's mystery, one thing becomes clear. This is no ordinary ruin. It is a monument to a forgotten world, a riddle in stone, waiting to be solved. To understand Sacsayhuaman, we must confront the impossible, the unexplainable, the irrational. This is not simply a question of who built it, but how. Let's start with the numbers. The largest stone at Sacsayhuaman is estimated to weigh over 125 tons. That's more than 250,000 pounds, the equivalent of 80 average-sized cars. These stones were quarried, carved, transported, and fitted, all without cranes, without wheels, without steel tools. So how did they do it? Even if we assume thousands of workers dragging these stones uphill across several kilometers, how did they maneuver them with such precision? The angles are bizarre. The edges, smooth and laser-like. Every joint is uniquely shaped, fitting together in a chaotic but perfect design. Some have over 12 angles. Some are locked in place like geometric keys, designed to never move, even in earthquakes. And here's the kicker. They have never collapsed. Even after centuries of devastating tremors in Peru, the Sacsayhuamán Walls still stand, while modern buildings crumble. Modern engineers have studied Sacsayhuaman with awe and confusion. Here are the theories they've proposed and their problems. 1. Rope and manpower. Dragging 100-ton stones with ropes sounds plausible until you realize there are no wheel ruts, no pulleys, and no trees on the plateau large enough to help in such a task. Also, the incline is steep. Try dragging that weight uphill without beasts of burden on uneven terrain. Second, soft stone shaping. Some suggest the Incas had a method of softening stone with a mysterious plant chemical, a kind of ancient cement-like slurry that hardened over time. But no such plant has been proven to exist, and microscopic analysis shows the stones weren't molded. They were chiseled, cut, and placed with extreme precision. 3. High heat tools or vibration cutting. This opens the door to something even more tantalizing, that the builders possessed lost technology. Maybe they understood resonant frequency, the ability to vibrate matter into movement. Could they have used sound to move or carve stone? It may sound like science fiction, but similar theories are whispered at the pyramids of Giza, at Baalbek in Lebanon, and at the ancient temples of India. Many of Sacsayhuaman's stones show signs of tool marks, but not from any tools we currently know. Some are curved as if shaped by molecular-level abrasion. Others are fused together like melted stone, with surfaces that ripple like cooling lava. Certain walls show stones locked three-dimensionally, like a child's complex Lego, but on a titanic scale. Was this the work of trial-and-error stonemasonry? Or did the builders understand geometry far beyond what they should have? Could they have mapped out every cut beforehand? Or did they possess knowledge we no longer understand? Now let's dig deeper. What if the Inca didn't build it at all? What if they inherited it from a lost civilization? A growing number of researchers, outside mainstream academia, suggest that Sacsayhuaman predates the Inca by thousands of years. They believe it was built by an unknown group, possibly linked to Atlantis or to an advanced pre-Ice Age society wiped out by cataclysm. And they aren't alone. Author Graham Hancock, in his controversial book, Fingerprints of the Gods, suggests that a civilization with advanced astronomical and architectural knowledge may have existed around 12,000 years ago and left traces like Sacsayhuaman behind. The evidence, the erosion patterns on nearby sites suggest much older dates. Oral traditions from Andean people speak of gods and giants building sacred places long before humans came. The megalithic construction style is nothing like the later Inca stonework, which is smaller, less precise, and often built on top of these mysterious older walls. So who really built Sacsayhuaman, and why did they vanish? Centuries later, we still don't know. Who built the Sacsayhuaman Walls? How they carved and moved stones of such scale? Why the site aligns with astronomical bodies, or what the unfinished stones truly signify. But one truth remains. Sacsayhuaman stands as a monument, not just to ancient strength, but to ancient mystery, a riddle encoded in stone, defying our understanding of history. And maybe that's the point.